What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am in Detroit, Michigan with my fiance Shane, who's holding the camera. Say hi Shane.
Hi.
And I'm so excited because we are going to try two of my favorite foods really. One is Detroit style pizza, the best kind of pizza in my opinion, and we are actually at the originator of Detroit style pizza right now called Buddy's. You can kind of see. Buddy's Pizza. So we're at the original location, and then tomorrow we are going to two Coney Island hot dog places, Lafayette and American. They are literally right next door to each other. It's a huge rivalry. So I'm super excited to try the Detroit style pizza and the Coney hot dogs. But for now, let's go in and eat some Detroit style pizza. Okie dokie, so we are in Buddy's and we just sat down. I just ordered a glass of wine and we got some garlic bread with tomato basil sauce, which is the sauce he recommended. And then we got, of course, we got pizza. Where are the pizzas? So we got the Detroit Public TV pizza because we're pepperoni lovers. So it's the ultimate pepperoni pizza. Original pepperoni under our Motor City cheese blend and Old World pepperoni on top. And the Old World pepperoni is like the crispy pepperonis that like curl up when you cook them, which are my favorite. Are they your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're everybody's favorite. They even have this original Detroit style Coney dog pizza, but we didn't get that because we're gonna have Coney's tomorrow. And it kind of sounds weird.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little over the top.
A little over the top. It might be delicious. Who knows? Anyways, food will be here in a second. It's the garlic bread. It's like, looks to be like a French loaf. Smells good. The sauce is cold. Mm-hmm. I prefer warm sauce probably. Bread's not bad. It's like crispy and chewy. I actually really like it. It just tastes like buttered, like toasted. Yeah, it's not really that heavy on garlic. It tastes butter more than anything else. But I like butter. And it's really crispy. On the side they grilled it. Yeah, not really a garlic bread.
Was this the brew or the IPA? Oh, it's a brew. Yeah, okay, got it. Buddy brew, there we go. That's the magic word.
What I like to do at home is, actually, I should really just grill mine in butter like they do. But then afterwards, you take a big clove of garlic and you just slice it in half, and you just rub the garlic clove like all over the top of the bread, and it'll just melt into it. You might end up using a couple cloves depending on how big your bread is.
Okay, more for me.
Okay, no cream. Pizza just got here. Yay!
We have pizza.
Okay, so before I told you guys that Detroit style pizza is my favorite, and I'll tell you why. It's because I think it is the best of both worlds between like a New York style slice and a Chicago style slice. So basically have a pan pizza. A lot of places I've heard cook their crust or cook it twice, so you get like a really nice crisp crust on the sides and on the bottom. You still get like a relatively thick crust. You don't need to use fork and knife like Shane is right now. It just kind of...
Don't judge me.
It holds its own, so it doesn't flop over, which really kind of annoys me with New York style slices. That it just makes it more difficult to eat, in my opinion.
I thought it'd be hotter than this. I was looking for fork and knife, and I thought it would be hotter than this.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. It's like a margarita beans with the sauce. It's not like a layer of sauce. It's all on there.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like they have the sauce on the bottom. So it's like the cheese has been put on top, and then they have like the sauce on top of the cheese, which is also a characteristic of Chicago style pies. They always put the sauce like on top. Will you save me that one? I honestly don't think the crust is like too thick. I was worried that the crust would be too thick, but it's super crunchy.
I don't think it's enough sauce. It's kind of like glorified cheese bread.
Yeah, I agree. There isn't really a whole lot of sauce. They do the drizzle like in the middle. It's this is a rectangular shaped pizza instead of round, and they just go down the squares, because they cut them in squares. With the ladle, they'll just do one ladle and then another ladle down the long end of the pizza. So not every bite has sauce.
Right out that door there, man. A cigarette and take your beer with you, okay? And we got a bike support out there. We put your bike support on every cent. Alright?
Yeah, I mean, if they had like the sauce and the cheese like a normal pizza, I would say I would really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Quintessential like Pizza Hut, like what I look for. Equal, pizza, pan pizza.
So Shane just mentioned Pizza Hut, because this to me, I'm not trying to compare this to Pizza Hut, so don't get angry with me. But Pizza Hut, China and Korea, I know. Some of you got really upset in my Korean mukbang that I was describing the Korean chicken wings as a mixture of American and Chinese, and I just feel like, calm down, everyone. I'm not actually a racist. I'm just trying to make flavor comparisons so that I can help you guys taste, visualize what these things are actually like. So it's like you're eating them with me. I'm not a racist, but Pizza Hut is like my favorite fast food pizza, and I know, his is Little Caesars, and he's giving me a look. I also love Little Caesars, but Pizza Hut is my other favorite, and the reason is because they do the pan pizza, and it's always crispy on the sides and the bottom.
Little Caesars has the pan pizza.
Little Caesars does have a pan pizza.
Wrapped in bacon.
But I prefer the regular pizza. But anyways, they have, like, pizza has sauce on, like, the whole thing, though. And I feel like when I have a bite of this without sauce, I'm, like, missing out on something. Can you save me 2 more of those? A bite with the sauce is perfect, in my opinion. I feel like you almost need to like order one of these and then get a side of the sauce, and then whatever piece of your pizza doesn't have sauce, you just dip it in that. We can still get a side of sauce. You say hi when you walk by? And he's so cute. I'm so excited. So, we flew into Detroit because we're going to Cedar Point this weekend. And I don't know if you guys are roller coaster junkies, but I am a huge roller coaster junkie. I live for roller coasters. So, we are headed to Cedar Point tomorrow to go... There's Shane again. And we are going to do their Halloween Horror Nights thing. Halloween Horror Night is like a Universal Studios thing, but they're Fright Night and ride all the roller coasters. So I'm really excited.
Finishing all your pizza. I suppose you have to say something for the one.
say? Potato.
This is the man we.
Got it. Alright, so all in the tube now, so
Like a minion?
I got a Coke.
Banana! Banana! Banana!
Okay.
Banana!
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, medium and pasta.
What else do they say besides banana?
The house dressing. Okay, now you want that on the side. Cheese and dressing on the side. Hold on. Slow down, man. Slow down. Alright. Cheese and dressing on the side. And then 8, 16, 20 high one.
I want this sauce.
Okay, what kind of sauce do you want?
No.
Hot, mild, barbecue. Oh, I have ranch.
We ordered more sauce. Oh, ranch would have been great. I can't bastardize the pizza. Not this time. This has to be just about the pizza.
Okay, now let's take it from the top 23. I got a Coke, a lemonade, 20-ounce real light. Is that right?
We got extra sauce, and it's apparently really hot, so yay. Yeah, you really need the sweetness of the sauce to like counterbalance like the saltiness in the cheese, you know?
Probably. Now it's sitting so long. It's not even cooked yet.
Right.
Hang it.
Lesson learned.
That's what we're here for, right?
Yep.
Hey, how are you?
So, our tip when you come is to make sure you get a side of like hot pizza sauce when you order your pizza. If you're gonna want sauce on all of your pizza like us, I mean, I think it's worth it just to order it just to see if that's what you're gonna like better. Because I think that the pizza is the most well balanced. With
Alright, ladies, here we go. Sarsaparilla? Yeah? Okay, and now my root beer goes with a little thing on the end here. That's my, oh my god, I'm done. Okay? Jeez. Alright, got 2 Cokes, 1 here, and 1 here, right? And lemonade, right?
you want this?
Oh, save it for the bar. Very good, very good. All right, how's that sauce, guys?
Great.
All right.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, my pleasure. All right, how we doing, Chef?
Our server's great, by the way. Such a nice guy. And the manager here was amazing. Like, he really, like, pulled some strings to get us by a window where you guys could see the food in the best light. He did it for you. Ah, doesn't that look good?
There we are. Okay, we need more plates or we good? Chef, how you doing? We ready? Yeah. Okay, because I'm going for her. One, two. All right. Very good.
Just like the radio movement right now, not the chef. Did you make a cake?
Yeah, I rented it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You the I've been to this. Yeah.
Do you have sauce in my face? Okay. So I think consensus is the bites without the sauce were just like a little too salty. And the cheese is delicious, and so is the pepperoni, but it's just too salty without the sauce. So again, I recommend getting a side of sauce just to see. Yeah, we're all done. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'll take this. Okay. Another glass of wine, my lady?
I'm okay. I think we'll just go ahead and take the check.
Sure.
Thank you. So yeah, get the side of sauce just to see if that's how you're gonna like it better, so that it does come with the pizza and the pizza is still crispy when you get to dip it in. Some people might like the idea of having basically a cheesy bread and a pizza kind of together, because with the pieces that, or the bites that didn't have the sauce on it, was basically just like glorified cheesy bread, as Shane put it. So overall, really good experience. I really liked it. Really happy that we got to come here to original Detroit-style pizza, Buddy's. So we're going to Lafayette and American for Coney Island hot dogs tomorrow, and then we're headed to Cedar Point. So we will see you guys tomorrow around lunchtime. In the meantime, if you guys like what you're seeing and you want to see more of me, not just videos, you can look me up on Instagram at _hunger_diaries. And I want to know what you guys think about Detroit-style pizza. So comment below what your favorite type of pizza is, whether it's New York, Chicago, Detroit, Neapolitan style, like Italian pizza. Comment below what your favorite is so that I know. See you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it's day 2, and it is time for some Coney dogs. Just to give you a little bit of background on Coney Island hot dogs, apparently when the Greeks came over from Europe, they landed in New York City, had some hot dogs in Coney Island, and ended up moving to the Midwest. So their diners that they opened up ended up being called Coney Islands, and the hot dogs that they ended up creating, which were hot dogs with meat sauce, which is similar to chili, mustard, onions, and sometimes cheese, were called Coney Island hot dogs. So 2 brothers came to Detroit and they opened up American Coney Island. And they ended up having a falling out. I believe it was because of a disagreement on like how to make their hot dogs. So one of the brothers ended up leaving and opening up Lafayette. Right next door. They're both monstrosities, as you can see, and according to the intranets, this is the biggest food rivalry in the entire Great Lakes region. So we are super excited to try them both to see if there's even a difference in the taste, and obviously to see which one we like better. So let's go try them out. Alright, so we just sat down and ordered, and approximately a minute later, we got our food. I wasn't expecting it. I was kind of expecting it to be like a dirty dog, like a New York City street hot dog, with just different toppings.
Cheese. And I know God they practice because I did.
Got chili fries. So the chili on here is like more saucy than meaty. The meat is like really, really, really fine. To be honest, the chili doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. I mean, it tastes meaty. Of course. It's pretty thick.
I wouldn't say it's really all that special.
Right. We were reading an article that said like that these are like really cheap hot dogs, but that they meant that with the utmost respect because sometimes you have a craving for this, and even like filet mignon can't satisfy it. And I sort of get it. It's like I crave Velveeta mac and cheese all the time. It's not the best mac and cheese on the planet, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, and when you try the chili fried, you really notice that there's not much flavor in that chili. When it is medium, I like medium.
I feel like when it's in the hot dog, texturally is more important, and like temperature, because it's like hot and I don't know, thick. It goes well with the mustard and the onions and the hot dog. Like it all tastes really good together, but when you taste the chili by itself, like on the fries, it doesn't really taste like much.
Guys, you ketchup on there. Not even a bite.
Shane wants me to try it with ketchup on it.
Yeah. Bastardize that dog. Do it.
I'm gonna get kicked out of here.
It's on the table for a reason.
Yeah, for people's fries or something. They serve other things here besides Coney's. I feel like a traitor. I put ketchup on it. I'm gonna die. I would honestly prefer, this is gonna sound weird, but if there was more sweetness in the chili, like how the ketchup's sweet, but I think the ketchup's too sweet. So if the chili had more sweetness.
But it doesn't.
But it doesn't. But that's too sweet, so it needs some like kind of medium. I love hot dogs. It does though. Whatever.
All over it.
Whatever. hard. I couldn't get that, and now it's very. Forgot it. I didn't see it until afterwards.
Yeah, overall, I would say good snap.
Yeah, the snap was my favorite part of the hot dogs. It was Shane's favorite part.
Combination of it, like the onions were good.
Yeah. This is my favorite combination on a hot dog, period. Just because I think it goes well together. I mean, you got crunchy, kind of spicy raw onion, tangy mustard, and like meaty, salty, sometimes a little sweet, rich. Oh, there's a bee, 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 there's a bee.
It's on you.
That's going to be great to watch later.
Where did it go?
And now you guys know how I act when there's a bee around. my life almost came to an end. Anyways, Coney's are my favorite. They still are. I'm just not like super fucking amped about this meat sauce. And I'm really just afraid to say that too loud in here. So now we're gonna go to Lafayette next door and try theirs. We'll see you over there in a minute. Okay, so we just sat down at Lafayette. Well, not just sat down. I've decided I'm not going to fault them for the service mishap because there's a very old man that's running the show here. He just looks so cute. I can't help but, not be mad at him. So we were waiting a little while. But anyways, we got our food really, really fast, like at American once we ordered it. The hot dog looks different too. The hot dog looks a little paler. The hot dog has a really nice snap still, but the dog itself tastes different.
She got home from work and she had I already eaten, but for some reason I ate earlier in the day, like late enough. So I didn't eat dinner, I was waiting for her to get home. And then I was the baby. I actually fixed it.
Really?
We drove to
Really?
yeah.
Really cheap.
Shane says his has a little bit less of a snap. I'm trying to figure out what this flavor is that's different.
She was like getting out of the car, so I got her whatever.
Honestly, the chili tastes pretty much the same.
I ate on the car on the way home.
I'm gonna get ridiculed for saying that.
Nothing like it. They're around.
Good, how are you? I'm gonna have two. You want some fries? I'm gonna get fries. You want fries? Two fries. Two with everything.
So I want to do two.
That's some water.
I think it would be very difficult for me aren't too close.
Yeah. This one's hotter. It's like the hot dog itself is like almost burning my mouth.
No way you're eating 3 and 3.
So I feel like the hot dog here tastes a little bit more hammy. Does that make sense? More hammy? You know, some hot dogs like have that ham. That's what it reminds me of, is ham. So I have a hard time thinking of like a better descriptor for it.
You don't like ham.
It's true. I don't like ham.
So that's not a good thing.
But when it's in a hot dog, it's not as bad. Like I've had hot dogs that have like a hammy essence to them, and I don't like hate them like I do hate like honey baked ham.
Well, not as bad. It's still bad. So.
But I still really like it.
I would say I should the other one just based off of the aesthetic appeal of the dog. Whereas these dogs are kind of deformed.
Shane said that these dogs look deformed compared to the others. Well, so, okay, so he's saying the American ones look like uniform. To me, I don't mind like an abnormally shaped food or hot dog, because to me it seems more homemade. More rustic. Messy.
Like it's just been dropped on the floor.
Dropped on the floor. They didn't drop their hot dogs on the floor. I did not. No, they did not.
Yes, but there actually is a benefit to uniformity of just aesthetics.
I get it.
So like one of my dogs was kind of like sticking way out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Get all ingredients in that.
So that didn't happen with any of mine. Mine were mostly the same size. Shane said that one of his was like too long. Like one of them was like much longer than the other one, so it was like sticking out of the bun, and then it messes up the ratio of bun to dog.
Topping.
And there's also something to say about, and Guy Fieri taught me this, when I was forming burgers on this show to make my mac and cheese burger, I was just sort of like doing it in my hand, like smushing it down, and he's like, no, you gotta make sure all the edges are uniform, because if there's any pieces sticking out, then those cook unevenly, and you want the whole patty to cook evenly. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So I started doing it that way. Now that being said, pretty much every burger I've seen in Minneapolis is not done like that. They've all got like really rigid edges, which I find really interesting, like at like nice burger places like Martina. But anyways, my point is that when you have the same size product, it's going to all cook evenly the same. So that might be why like
Uniformity matters.
right, uniformity. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh my
Yeah, and how like you're efficient and like that was interesting. I like the things where they
I don't know.
Really.
What do you think?
So I will say, I'm gonna agree with Shane on the snap. The snap in the hot dog was a little bit better, I think, in American. But also, in my first hot dog here, it was fine. And now in my second hot dog, it's like, doesn't seem like it's as good. I don't know if I'm just like mind fucked now.
Consistency. No, we don't overall issue. That's consistent.
Yeah. What's interesting too is we read online that American is like still family owned and operated. It's always been my assumption that with a family run restaurant, since they all know each other and they care about each other, you know, maybe they get away with things. Like the employees get away with like not being perfect or not like running everything as smoothly as, say, a restaurant where you just like don't have any relation to your boss, you know. On the other hand, like I guess if it is a family-run restaurant, you care more about making the restaurant work. So Lafayette, it's all run by the employees, and yeah, an American is still like family-run. So it's interesting to me that American was run a little bit more smoothly. The service was really, really fast. All of our hot dogs looked the same.
Everything good? Yeah.
They tasted great. And here, you know, we had some trouble like getting served, which is fine, but it's like there was a lack of urgency on their part to like get tables cleared and to greet us and everything. And then the hot dogs were inconsistent too. So I think it was just like the package of it all together that wasn't great. So I think that our favorite, and I'm saying this at Lafayette, oh my god, I would definitely go back here. With that being said, I'm still not sure if I would be able to pick them out of a blind taste test because they still taste so similar. I get the rivalry that it started as like a family thing and it just like grew and grew and grew, and like meanwhile they're right next door to each other, so I can again see why that would have happened, but they taste so similar, so we're reaching here. So we're actually gonna go to one more place before we say goodbye. It's a place that Anthony Bourdain went to. Their hot dogs apparently have a really amazing snap, so now I'm wondering how that compares to the snap that we had at American in here. And then we'll say goodbye to each other. Going to Duley's place, that's the name of it. Thanks, Shane. Alright, see you guys in a minute. So we just got to Duley's. This is our last stop today. We're each just having one hot dog. One Coney each. This is actually where Anthony Bourdain came. So I have high hopes. I still think that the Lafayette and American both tasted like pretty much the same. So.
of those bowls for the chili? The big ones?
It's so messy. Oh my gosh, I need this Coke more than air right now. So thirsty.
I don't really get a snack.
I'm not getting a snack. I thought the same thing. I'm gonna eat and then we'll talk about it when we go outside.
I'd still say though, in general, pretty hard to tell apart.
Oh my goodness.
But no Pepsi products. It's a definite drawback for anybody that,
Yes, or no, right, Diet Coke, please. Thank you.
for anybody that knows good soda.
Whatever. It's just a Mountain Dew fanatic.
And Pepsi. I mean, I'm not a Pepsi fanatic, but if I had to pick between Pepsi and Coke, I'd definitely go Pepsi. But I am a Mountain Dew fanatic.
Yeah. I hardly ever have soda.
It's like cocaine.
So it doesn't really matter. Yeah,
So
Mountain
good.
Dew is like cocaine to him.
Just hits you right in the face.
It's all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Alright. I just finished my Coney here. I'll meet you guys outside. We'll chat about everything we ate today. And say goodbye. See you. Alright, now we are out of Duley's. That's what it's called, right? I keep messing up the name. Duley's. We just got out of Duley's. I love the atmosphere in there. It's like a little diner atmosphere. The older guy that appears to own the place is super sweet. But it kind of tasted exactly the same as the other Coney's, except that the hot dog didn't have as much of a snap, which is what we were really looking for. We had read that this hot dog in particular had a lot of snap, and so we were like really excited for the snap, and then we didn't really get it as much. So sadly, I think that I was really hoping this was going to be my favorite, but American I think is still my favorite just because they were consistent and it had the best snap. All of the toppings though really tasted so similar. Like if you were to put them in a lineup, I don't know if you could really tell the difference. So I hope you guys enjoyed our little Detroit tour with Buddy's Pizza yesterday, the original Buddy's Pizza, and you know, the rivalry between the two Coney Island hot dogs at Lafayette American, and then this kind of wild card Coney Island hot dog place that we threw at you. I really had fun. These are two of like some of my favorite foods. I don't think Shane can say the same, but that's okay. We had fun. I hope you guys did too. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram, my handle is @the_hunger_diaries. If you have any comments, questions about the places that we came to today, about Detroit, about our trip to Cedar Point we're taking, anything at all, please feel free to comment below and ask away. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. I like to go around to different places and try food and give you my very, very, very honest review of those things. I like to cook at home sometimes, taste the food for you, tell stories about my life. So if you enjoy any of that, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming along on yet another food journey with me. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. Love you.